I'm Dr. Todd Lizon, and today in this short video I want to share with you how to use and what this simple little handheld LED light is all about. You can see that here. There's 12 LEDs in these handheld lights, and usually they're tuned to a couple of different frequencies. You can get this particular one is tuned into 660 nanometers, so the six of those lights are red 660 nanometer lights, and the other 6 are near infrared 850 nanometers, which is invisible to the eye. Sometimes people think they're not working or they're not on. They're actually working perfectly fine. You just can't see the light that's being emitted from them. This LED light is a fantastic introductory tool for photobiomodulation. It's got the power to deliver a healthy dose. So when you're about 10-15 centimeters away from this, the irradiance level or power density is upwards of around 80-85 milliwatts per square centimeter. So it's got the power to be able to bring photobiomodulation to you, and they're quite inexpensive. The big LED panels, and you see them online, different companies, they're really quite expensive. Whereas this simple handheld light retails usually for around $150 with the actual socket included. So that being said, that's probably one of the biggest benefits is the cost. It's not so high that you can't, afford to get into photobiomodulation. It's quite inexpensive. And trust me, you want the benefits of photobiomodulation. Increased energy, decreased pain, decreased inflammation. We could go on about what all the different benefits are. But it's got a couple of other added little benefits as well. It's great for traveling. So if you're ever traveling, going anywhere, whatever it is, it's really easy to use that way. So a lot of fly-in, fly-out workers can use the infrared light like this. But it's also really good for one of the main uses of photobiomodulation, and that's skin. A lot of people are really concerned about wrinkles and collagen and fine lines, and the handheld light is the perfect size to be able to hold that in front of the face from 30 centimeters or more away and get a really simple healthy dose. It gets rid of all of those costs that you have going to the health and beauty salon and getting charged huge amounts of money to have these therapies done on a regular basis. You can do it at home, inexpensively, simply. It's also great for injuries. So recently I fractured and dislocated my ankle, and I used this light and another similar light to it to speed up the healing of my ankle, and the results from that have been astronomical. Of course, N=1 studies aren't exactly what you can write home about. It's just anecdotal evidence. But when you do look at the literature, when you use these things on injuries, they're fantastic. So anyone that's an athlete or anyone that's having to recover from any sort of injury, this is great because you can shine it directly on one spot. Where it's not so great is if you want full body coverage. If you're trying to treat full body, or for an athlete that you're looking to increase your performance, it's not ideal because you'd have to use it so many different times on different body parts. But it's great for treating focalized little injuries, which we all get at times. So we should have one in the house for our face, for our skin, for these injuries that we're inevitably going to get at times. But there's one other use that I really want to share with you, and I think this might be one of the most important ones, and it's the red light that you use in your homes. So we get exposed to a lot of blue light, which is quite damaging to the body over time, particularly in the evenings when we're not meant to be exposed to bright lights and the blue light that's out there. What can be done with these handheld lights is you can use them to light up a room. Or you can put it, for example, I've got it at my desk just to my right through here in the mornings when I wake up and I want to mimic nature by exposing myself to the sun and the red light. I'll turn that on, put this whole area up in red light, and it just gets absorbed by my eyes, by my skin, and I'm getting a little bit of that healthy photobiomodulation close to the way that nature would have intended. So if you use it in the morning and in the evenings to reduce your exposure to the blue light and increase your red light exposure, there's some huge benefits to that as well. So it solves some problems that those in the light industry have sort of been talking about. It's how do you light up your house and get rid of blue light. This has a use that you could use to sort of light up areas and be able to see and get your natural photobiomodulation. So that's just a quick little snapshot of how you can use these LED lights. There are more uses, of course, but I think those are probably the three main ones. So you can always have a look online. Our website's up here on the screen. You can order these lights from us or from anybody else, but it's a great introductory tool to photobiomodulation unless you're looking to cover larger areas. One last little bit is it's great for thyroids. You can shine it directly onto the thyroid and get some fantastic benefits with that. Until next time, keep well.